To my advisor, you have pushed me to try and achieve more than I ever thought possible. The time and commitment you put forward for each of your students and FFA members is greatly appreciated by all of us. I will never forget all the long drives we have had where we spent many hours discussing the Packers. Your love for your job and the positive impact you have on students has inspired me to change my own career goals to become an agriculture teacher. I hope one day I can be as great of a teacher, mentor, husband, dad, role model, and FFA advisor as you have been for me, other students, and your family over the last 7 years. Wisconsin FFA, I present to you my advisor, Mr. Derek Meyer.
There are some people that enter our lives and walk right out. And there are those people that stay a while and we are forever changed. I was very fortunate to have two advisors that have stuck around throughout my entire FFA career. Mr. Larson, Dad, thank you for sparking my love for agriculture when I was a little girl. You not only taught me the ins and outs of the FFA, but most importantly, how to be a good person. Mr. Betcher, we first met when I sold pigs and lambs to your kids for the fair. And now, here we are 5 years later. The guidance and support that you and your family have offered me throughout this year means more than words can explain. I am thankful that our relationship has grown this year and that I get to call you a teacher, mentor, advisor, and friend. If it wasn't for the support and guidance from both of you, there's no telling where I would be today. Wisconsin FFA, I present to you my advisors, Mr. Rich Larson and Mr. Eric Betcher.
To my advisors, Mrs. Christensen, thank you for continuing to go above and beyond to help me each and every day, even though you have a chapter of your own to take care of. Your words of encouragement and advice never fail to help me when I need it most. I'm so grateful for your commitment to me this last year, and I will always think of you as my advisor. Ms. Johnston, thank you for taking me to my first ever halftime conference. It was there that I first realized the possibility of serving as a state officer. I really appreciate all of your work to make our middle school program the way it is. Mrs. Bailey, 5 years ago, I walked into ag class for the first time as a shy and timid freshman. I could have never guessed the things that you would teach me, the memories that we would make, and the ways that you have helped me grow. I will be forever grateful for the positive ways you have changed my life and the support throughout this last year. Wisconsin FFA, I present to you my advisors, Mrs. Bailey, Ms. Johnston, and Mrs. Christensen.
Miss Babcock, it's hard to believe that just last year, it was your first year at Platteville as our ag teacher. But it is even crazier that over the past 2 years, you've become much more than just a teacher. You've also become a mentor and a great friend. All of our glitter memories will carry on with me as I move forward in life. I will never forget meeting you for the first time at County Fair and the first day of school when I told you of my FFA dreams for the year. It was scary for both of us, but I couldn't have asked for a better person to go through this journey with. Wisconsin FFA, I present to you my advisor, Miss Babcock.
Miss Hauser,
and Mr. Telford.
we couldn't imagine thanking just one of you after all you've both done for us.
Thank you for always being there for us.
All hours of the day and night.
Celebrating successes.
And even drying our tears.
You were the first people we turned to when we encountered bumps in the road.
Whether it be the constant laughter or words of encouragement, we can't imagine going through this year without you.
Even though we didn't always appreciate your good cop, bad cop act at the time,
we now look back and appreciate how you've helped us grow.
Thank you for the many care packages that helped get us through.
Even when you couldn't be there in person. You've both become a second set of parents for us, creating a very awkward family.
But we wouldn't want it any other way. Thank you for being awkward soccer parents,
providing tissues when we're melting down,
and listening to all of our crazy recaps.
Love ya!
Wisconsin FFA, we present to you our advisors,
Miss Hauser
and Mr. Telford.
Mr. Zimmerman, you would probably agree that I spend more time at your house than I do my own. Thank you for always inviting me in, welcoming me into your family, and treating me like your own. You have always encouraged me, believed in me, and shown me all that FFA has to offer. Because of you, I have had a once-in-a-lifetime experience that has made me who I am today, and has inspired me to become an agricultural educator myself. You have made an impact on so many members, including myself. I am proud to call you my advisor, and I don't know where I'd be without you. I cannot thank you enough. Wisconsin FFA, I present to you my advisor, Mr. Mark Zimmerman.
Mrs. Retzloff, thank you for always being there for me when I had a bad day, helping me put a smile back on my face, and getting me through those tough times I had in high school. I cannot thank you enough for pushing me to be the best that I can be. Mr. Sandy, thank you for helping me learn to be myself and my best self at all times. Thank you for always challenging me with a new task. Mr. Iverson, thank you for getting me interested and started into this amazing organization. You are the one who truly started it all. Mrs. Leitz, thank you for helping me to be so organized this year. I know I can always turn to you when I have a question or concern. Mrs. Krapling, thank you for all of our great life chats about school, the world of FFA, and my stressors. Wisconsin FFA, these are my advisors, Crystal Retzloff, Caleb Santee, Brett Iverson, Amanda Leitz, and Rachel Krapling.
Mrs. Propson, when I found out that Mishicot High School was planning to hire you as the agriculture teacher for my senior year of high school, I was ecstatic. You were one of the first state FFA officers that I met, and since that day, you've had a huge impact on me. 3 years later, we've been through laughter and fears, smiles and tears. I appreciate our long live chats and the hours of help you've given me throughout this year. I am proud to call you my motivator, mentor, and friend. Wisconsin FFA, I present to you my advisor, Mrs. Jamie Propson.
Mr. Robinson, never would anyone imagine that such a large personality could be contained within such a small frame. Whether it's your continuous whistling, funny jokes, never-ending creativity, or contagious laugh, you always know how to brighten everyone's mood. Thank you for always being one to look up to when I needed my questions answered, calming my nerves before a big event, or just checking in to see how everything was going. Thank you for giving me the confidence to embark on my own endeavors and not being afraid of failure, because I know that no matter what happens, you will always be there to help me out. Robbie, I am so grateful that I can call you my advisor. Wisconsin FFA, I present to you my advisor, Mr. Dan Robinson.
Mr. Lobdell, when I first came into your classroom as a freshman in high school, I never imagined the amazing journey I had begun. The Ag Room was not just a place for me to learn about crops or watch your famous videos. It was a place that I found my spark for FFA and agriculture. I know you always weren't fond of my crazy ideas, but I appreciate your willingness to let me try, especially when I wanted to experience opportunities like the state choir or participate in CDEs. These past 2 years serving as a state officer have truly allowed me to appreciate Darlington's Ag Ed program, and most importantly, all the work you do each day. Thank you for being not only my advisor, who I can always lean on for support and guidance, but also a friend. Wisconsin FFA, I present to you my advisor, Mr. Troy Lobdell.
Thank you for going above and beyond the call of duty to help us grow as individuals and leaders this year. We know that your job isn't always glamorous, but your hard work does not go unnoticed. We appreciate your willingness to help us live out our dreams. Wisconsin FFA, we present to you our advisors.